It looks a bit messy, it looks unkept, and I don't like that myself, but I appreciate it. It's kind of feeding into that trend of like really wearing a bag like Jane Birkin did. I mean, we saw that Birkin go for 10 million USD, right? So that had this kind of like loved leather look. So I kind of get why this is in fashion at the moment, but I personally don't like it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I wanted to talk about today hot bags that are coming out, and let me know what you think of them as well. I learned yesterday that Hermes have released a new version of the Evelyne TPM, and that is the Sellier style. So they have released, and I think it's currently on the Chinese website, a version where the outside has exposed stitching, like the like any Sellier bag. Like for example, the Kelly, this Kelly 28 has stitching on the outside, and usually the Evelyne, I believe it has like binding, but yeah, this one, it's like has exposed stitching, and it seems like it's going to be in Epsom leather, which they have done Epsom leather Evelynes before, but not in this so boxy shape. So compared to, I guess, the more common Clement's version, this one has a bit more structure to it. It's a bit more of a stiff look, and perhaps it will hold the structure a little bit more. Also, the good thing about this one is that it has a leather strap, which I know a lot of people don't like the canvas strap. They say things like it looks cheap, it looks too sporty. So this version is going to be a little bit more elevated, I would say, with the leather strap and the more structured look to it. So yeah, let me know what you think of it, guys. I had a look, and it's gonna retail for like 5,000 and something Australian dollars. For me, I understand Hermes has had a few price increases, and the bags these days are crazy prices. When I bought my mini Evelyne, it was like 2,800 Australian dollars. So I don't know if I'll be willing to pay over $5,000 for a mini Evelyne. That being said, Sellier styles are more expensive usually than retourné versions. Like even with the Kelly, the Sellier Kelly tends to be more expensive than the retourné Kelly. So maybe there's more skill in making these Evelynes, maybe because the stitching has to be more accurate. I'm not sure, but it's weird because Epsom leather is also usually a cheaper leather than Clement. So I don't know, guys, but the price is really expensive. Also, I guess the strap is going to be in full leather as opposed to canvas, which would add to the cost as well. So yes, guys, what do you think? Do you love this bag? I mean, I think you could just get like a normal mini Evelyne and put any leather strap on it. I don't know if it's worth paying the extra money to get the leather strap, although I think a lot of people would appreciate the more structured look of this one. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I feel like, nah, it's not something I personally feel like I need to add to my collection. But yeah, let me know what you think. Next is this new Louis Vuitton bag. It's actually, what is it called? It is called the Hang On bag. And the Hang On bag is actually a re-edition of the City bag, which is an older Louis Vuitton style. Now, what's interesting is that Louis Vuitton already did a reissue like 1 or 2 years ago of the City. I think it was like last year, of the City bag, which had a similar zip. Now the Hang On bag has been released. It does seem like a similar silhouette to the City bag, the old school one, but it looks like this one has an adjustable strap, which you can kind of make a little bit more custom to any shoulder. Also, this one features a luggage tag and has like a more of a slimline silhouette. It's more like exaggerated compared to the other one. So I'd say this Hang On bag is a little bit more trendy. It's kind of like going with a lot of brands are doing this kind of like shoulder bag style at the moment. Personally, really love this silhouette myself, and that's why I grabbed 2 swing zip totes from Coach. These are like, you know, leather, little gloved hand leather, and this is my basic black one, and then I have my cherry collection one too. But what's interesting is that these ones as well have the adjustable notches on the strap, which I've never really adjusted them. I've just kept it on the middle setting. But yeah, this City bag, sorry, the Hang On bag also has that kind of customization with the strap. I don't know whether you can do much more with it. They're saying, yeah, it's inspired by the City bag from the 80s. I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's worth getting this one if you already got the most recent re-edition of the City bag. I mean, this one has a luggage tag and a lock in the middle, which Oh yeah, it looks like this bag could lock. It has like little like holes in the zipper, so that's kind of a cool little aspect to it. I do like a bag with a lock. So I actually quite like it. The price point, 4,350. It's a lot, but it doesn't surprise me. As I said, given today's price points, it is what it is. But yeah, I will be curious to see if they've released this bag in leather variations or like some other colors, because it is a pretty cool style, although I will say I do enjoy the classic monogram of this as well. Next up, we have, speaking of Coach, I noticed that on the Australian website, they've just restocked their swing zip. So like this, but in the size 20, which is like smaller, which I know is quite hard to get actually. So I thought I'd let my fellow Aussie viewers know, if you do like Coach and you're looking for the swing zip 20, there is currently one on the Australian website in the black color. I personally wouldn't go for it because I already have the black one of this size, which is like, I guess, the classic size. I don't know if I would get a mini one in black. I just think that's a bit too much of the same. If it came in like bubblegum pink or red, yes, that might be really cute. Honestly, pink would be cute. Oh my gosh, like a light pink. Yes, that would be so cute. Something fun. I would probably get in a 20 size, but yeah, I really like this new size. I would buy it if they didn't have it in black, because black is too much like what I already have, you guys. So yeah, but if you don't have the swing zip and you like the more mini version, try the 20. I think it's quite cute. And yeah, it's just like a cute little top handle shape. I do like the versatility of this size though. I think it's just a bit more practical, and this is not that big anyway, so there's not like a huge practical reason why you would need a smaller one. Maybe you just like the novelty of having the mini version. But I am curious to see if they've released more colors in this as well. I've seen a lot of people talk about as well this new Coach loved leather. What is it? Yeah, some loved leather. And it's like very worn out looking leather. Now, I know that there's been a big emphasis on the Empire bag on social media, and on the Australian website they do have the loved version of this and it is a mind-blowing $1,750. That is a lot for a Coach bag. Don't get me wrong though, it's probably better quality than like the Louis Vuitton like bag I was just talking about. That was like $4,000. Like honestly, because it's like full leather and everything. And from what I've seen, some of the newer Coach bags are pretty decent quality. And Louis Vuitton has kind of disappointed me the last few years. So who knows what is worth it anymore. But I just think for a Coach bag, this is quite expensive, although it is huge. It is very big on the model, I will say. I did get the opportunity to try this size. I remember in a Coach store, about a year ago, I think, 1 or 2 years ago, and it was quite huge. But yes, I can see this bag being very hot. It's in that kind of distressed look. Do I like the distressed look myself? Honestly, guys, I don't really like it. I prefer my bags to look kind of like clean. I actually do have a Victoria bag that looks like loved leather, to be honest. It has this heavy scuffing on it, which it actually very much annoys me. It has this scuffing here, scuffing here. I don't know if you can see it has scuffing on the corner, not to the point where the piping is coming out or anything. It's just scuffed. So I've been contemplating like two options, guys. This is what I've been contemplating. Please help me out, by the way. I've been contemplating whether I should, because I do use it a lot, but I do have one in better condition in the peach color, this one. And this one, it's really good condition, doesn't have any scuffs or anything. But this one, it quite annoys me how beat up it is. And I was wondering whether I should either sell it and just be done with it because it's annoying me, the scuffing, or whether I should take it to the Hermes Bag Spa to get restored. Because there is like one more bag I would really like to buy this year, I was thinking. But either a Lindy 30 or a Constance 24 or something. But I don't really have any more room on my shelf, so I have to delete a bag. So I was thinking maybe I could delete this bag. I wouldn't get much for it though. But at the same time, I do use this bag, but I just get annoyed by the scuffing. So I was thinking, should I restore it? So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, guys, I actually don't like scuffing on bags. I think it looks a bit messy. It looks unkept, and I don't like that myself, but I appreciate it. It's kind of feeding into that trend of like really wearing a bag like Jane Birkin did. I mean, we saw that Birkin go for 10 million USD, right? So that had this kind of like loved leather look. So I kind of get why this is in fashion at the moment, but I personally don't like it. But yes, that's that. So either you get the loved Coach bag, or you could get a beat up other brand. Like honestly, that Hermes bag costs less than this Coach bag actually. So yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever you want to do, right? Then I also wanted to point out Fendi have launched their Spy bag. So this is also a re-edition of their Spy bag from the 2000s. And this one, it's a lot cuter than the original version. The original version, I will say, is quite ugly. As nostalgic as it is actually one of the ugliest bags I've seen. That being said, I did own a denim version, which I thought was kind of cute at one point, and I sold it at the start of this year, I think. But yes, this new version is a little bit more streamlined. It doesn't have as much detail. It doesn't have that like full braided kind of detail. It's more twisted. I will say it doesn't look as hard to make. The original version looked very intricate, whereas this one doesn't. But I will say I do prefer the look of it. In a way, it's not as like gaudy. They have styled it with a lot of bag charms as well. The pom-poms, the AirPods case, which is very Fendi. I love like adding charms to my bag kind of in a similar fashion. So I do appreciate that. And I love when Fendi had like pom-poms and the pineapple and all that, and the you know, bugs and the monsters. That's like my favorite kind of a type of Fendi. So I like how they're kind of like accessorizing the bag. And it is a bit of it's quite a plain bag actually, if you compare it to like, you know, their baguette, which is a little bit more over the top, or even like, you know, the Fendigraphy with the big Fendi lettering. This one's a little bit more low-key in a way, so to accessorize it, they kind of just made it a bit more fun. I quite like the bag. It's around $5,000. I think that's actually all right. Like if you compare it to that Louis Vuitton bag, which was around $4,000, I do think that this has a little bit more to it in a way, so I'd kind of be more inclined to get this. Although Fendi doesn't tend to be as popular as Louis Vuitton, so Louis Vuitton can really push their pricing because it is such a popular brand, whereas Fendi is a little less popular. And also what I noticed on Fendi's website, they have this really cute fish bag, which is really cute, and these really colorful scales. It reminds me of the rainbow fish. I used to read that when I was little, but yeah, very, very cute bag. And I have seen Loewe do a similar kind of fish bag like this, but it was like a raffia version. But I actually think this is cuter because it's like full leather, and it says low stock on the website, guys. So if you do want to snap it up, it's only $2,500, which I think is a really good price point actually. I think that's quite a good deal. Like $2,500 is like really good price. So guys, there's some of the latest releases of bags that have come out. Let me know if any of these are on your wish list, and thanks for watching my channel today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!